Love Letter, January 2026. Things I love the most. There are things I love in this world. They are not with me. Imagine I do not possess them and they do not possess me. Imagine they stay with me in their hearts and everyone stands only by love. Things I love the most. Imagine a cup with holes shaped like hearts. How I love things I love the most. I must learn to let go. Stories and lives, 40 years. Imagine a young child. She was 4 years old, maybe younger. She was put in the family bedroom, feet soaking in a basin of warm water before sleep. The door to the living room was closed. The bedroom's light was forgotten to turn on. She sat in darkness, listening to her parents' cries and shouts, the sounds of broken plates and shattered dreams echoing around her. She was forgotten till the water turned cold. Her feet never left the water. Imagine she was frozen in time, scared, helpless. There was nobody besides her in the darkness. Only chaos can be heard outside of the walls. Imagine 30 years later, her firstborn son, now just 4 years old, came to her as she sat on the ground, tears streaming after another heated argument with his father. "Mommy," he said, "if Daddy talks to you like that again, you should go back to China." Today, her son is 17. He hasn't spoken to her in a while. He doesn't approve of her decision to leave the familiar for a foreign land, and he resents the change. 160 turning around, failures and dreams. After the second divorce, I found myself alone again, this time with 2 teenage boys in Silicon Valley, California, where we had lived for 10 years as a blended family of 7. I chose to stay in the same town. I didn't want to change the boys' living conditions more than what was already being done. I said goodbye to the house I loved and people I cared for, moving just 5 minutes away, even closer to their high school, trying to stick to the plans all by myself. The next 3 years were settling in, healing, changing directions, learning about who I am. I left my corporate job. My income vanished. It felt like a train hit the brakes, yet I was still racing forward with the same financial burdens in this costly town. Leaving my job was one of the best decisions I made. Even with doubts creeping in my mind, I didn't fear as I could truly see what I was part of in a society without lies. Without being part of the corporate machine, it was challenging to start my own business or pursue my dream of being an artist. I came to see the world around me so different from what I have wanted. I became a part of me that just wanted to be like the majority, the powerful, the mainstream. Nothing of less importance interested me. I'm not young anymore, but when I was young, I wanted it all. I was that terrified child, trying to fight the darkness, but only sunken into a different darkness. Learned to conform to ways of comfort. And now, my life has unfolded on its own, and I'm as if walking back home to myself. My children are, at the same time, walking their own paths toward adulthood. The boys have now entered the age of driving. The eldest proudly obtained his license, while the youngest, 2 years behind, felt a pang of envy. Within just 5 days, we faced 2 car accidents. No one came to help. I was a mother with 2 broken cars sitting in the front yard for months, yet I remained calm. I had quit my job partly to spend more quality time with my children, giving myself the mental space to support them. I chose forgiveness and gratitude, thankful above all that my sons were unharmed. Even when they make mistakes, my sons are strong, and I'm deeply proud of who they are becoming. Over the past couple of years, I have noticed how independent they have grown. Even as I feel the quiet sadness of letting go. I try to guide them through their lessons, but at this age, defiance often prevails. They made choices and faced the consequences. One managed to break apart the broken car and sell parts. The other can take apart an e-bike and put it back together again. Things I can never imagine my children could do. They are figuring out life on their own way. Someone once said that if you raise them right, they won't need you anymore. Questions of freedom and safety. In this busy town full of cars and a downtown packed with overflowing restaurants and bars, people move with hunger, not only in the body, but in the mind and in spirit. On the surface, sunshine, wealth, abundance. But beneath it, people no longer trust. Hearts are sore. Faith has thinned. My childhood values and virtues seem nowhere to be found. I have made choices to let myself become a different me. I feel guilty in my heart for not having raised my children differently. Little by little, I feel my dreams and my values dying inside. I realize now how little I can conform. I don't love driving. I can't sit for hours in traffic just to arrive at a place where I sit again in front of screens. Everything is expensive. Rent is exorbitant, and homes cost millions. Even when I earned well, I spent it all. My body became a passageway, a conduit for a machine that squeezed my time, my peace of mind, my true self, day after day. Children have held smartphones since elementary school, wondering a vast digital world I cannot protect them from. What I see alarms me. Too much, too soon, too exposed. In Asia, the Middle East, Europe, places I visit, there are strict limits, yet here, everything is accessible. People numb themselves with substances. And what of vaccines, pills, and sugar? Kids are celebrated to have sugar since they can spell, since they can walk, go door to door for candies to fill their pillowcases. The school just had its run, hide, and defend drill in case of active shooting. What is happening in this country? How do I navigate parenting in this reality? Having come from a communist background, I once felt home and free in the States. Now I feel neither safe nor free. Freedom. Things I love the most. People being at ease. They extend themselves to each other, unafraid of connections. People can trust and have faith that they are truly free. We all pretend to fit shapes that were never made for us. Truth appears only when we stop pretending, and the most dangerous of all is complacency. I say hi to trees. I talk to birds. Part of me still knows I'm here. Meditation became my refuge. Looking inward is the moment of truth. I see clearly now. I'm grateful to everyone who led me here. It took years, a lifetime, to find my truth. I'm deeply grateful for my children. I don't expect them to understand my path. I didn't understand my parents until I broke free myself. Now, my family stretches across the world. Familiar faces, distant lands. How blessed I am. My choices are not for everyone. They're not wrong or right. They are choices I live with. Some call me brave. Some may think I am insane. My children make their own choices. They are teenagers, rooted in their own becoming, and they make choices not to follow me. Children, I only long to be with you. Yet I understand that I must not be selfish. I do not want to be in your way or continue to impose my way. I realize I cannot conform to the lifestyles of those around me, and I will not force you to conform to me. Children, if you are like me, full of doubt, impulses, guilt, a restless heart, do not be afraid. You may be on a road less traveled, but it doesn't mean that you are lost. So I chose to face misunderstanding, but one day I hope you will join me. I will not stop reaching for you, son. I know you want to be free, free of guilt, free of attachment, free of judgment. I want the same for you. Rain falls softly, each drop a quiet act of resilience. People see the storm, but they ignore the droplets that penetrate the stone. We often wait until the last moment to marvel at beauty, yet every drop is already enough. Each one an acceptance of truth, each one a step forward towards freedom. With all my love, and yours truly, Yue.